Hey, what is up, YouTube? Now there are 5 new pokes, just letting you know, that have been moved to OU. And in this video, I'm just kind of telling you about why I think they were moved up. As you can see on the screen, the 5 pokes being Alakazam, Chansey, Jolteon, Donphan, and Dugtrio. So let's jump right into it. First one being Alakazam. Now, the first reason I'd say is the most obvious is Magic Guard, allowing him to abuse Life Orb, not take damage from toxic spikes, and maybe even bluff the Life Orb, but carry a Focus Sash. So this has been a pretty big deal for Alakazam, allowing him to deal with many other special walls much better because of the move Psyshock. Now, this is an A-base power special move that uses his special attack but hits the physical defense for the target. As you'll also see Sandstorm, it allows him to be used in Sandstorm teams much better, maybe using the Focus Sash, hanging on with 1 HP from taking a crunch from a Tyranitar and hitting back with Focus Blast. So, pretty good additions for Alakazam. Magic Guard and Psyshock, pretty obvious, but definitely something that allows him to be used in a much more versatile way. So, yeah, that's Alakazam. Next one is Chansey. Now, I'm kind of surprised that Chansey was not moved up much earlier, but the obvious #1 reason why Chansey was moved up was because of the item, a Violite, boosting both of his defenses by 1.5 times. This allows him to have better physical bulk than Blissey, which is a big deal because Blissey has a monstrous HP stat just as Chansey does. But now Chansey can take those physical hits better than Blissey, although Blissey has a better special attack stat than Chansey, but that's not so much of a big deal as long as you have the right team support. But also, the new Wish mechanics, being that the user of Wish takes half of their HP, in Chansey's case being I think 352, and adds it to whoever they swap into, so instead of their HP stat. So that's a big deal if you're boosting a bulky sweeper, kind of like maybe Conkeldurr or Scrafty. But yeah, those 3 reasons definitely are, in my opinion, very good to move it up to OU. But anyways, moving on to the third one is Donphan. Now, not much has changed for Donphan. He still has his excellent physical bulk. He does have his new sturdy mechanics, though, which definitely make him unique as a rapid spinner and as a stealth rock setup. But the new sturdy mechanics basically work like a built-in Focus Sash. So if you're at full HP and you are facing a Rotom Wash as a lead, Scarful Rotom, you can set up your rocks. He uses Hydro Pump, takes it down to 1 HP, but it's just fine because you boost a little bit back from leftovers and you can swap out. But it's definitely reliable because it's just about a way to get guaranteed rocks. But yeah, anyways, that's definitely a big deal for him. Just like 4th gen, I meant to say, a reliable rapid spinner. As long as you remove the ghost types, Donphan will be around for a pretty long time, setting up rocks and spinning away the opponents. Not just stealth rocks, but obviously also spikes and toxic spikes. So he's definitely very useful. Not much has changed for him other than sturdy. But he does get Stab Earthquake, which makes him a little better over Fortress in that respect, because he also has higher physical attack. So that's definitely a way that separates him from Fortress. So, anyways, moving on to the next one, Dugtrio. Now, I love Dugtrio. I'm gonna be honest, but I think the first reason that Dugtrio was moved up was the fact that Excadrill got moved up to Ubers. I'm kind of glad because, in my opinion, he was pretty annoying. But, yeah, him getting moved up allowed Dugtrio to shine a lot more as a, just as he's typically used, a very reliable revenge killer. Now, the fact that Excadrill was banned to Ubers allowed Dugtrio to pretty much outspeed the rest of the tier with his Stab Earthquake with a Choice Scarf and Arena Trap. It just works very well, especially in maybe a stall team, even a very hyper offense team, it works very well if you need to take down certain pokes that have been giving you trouble, that are at low HP. But he can also handle many threats in Sandstorm, such as Tyranitar using one of his common sets this generation, the Reversal set, which allows him to go down to 1 HP, then smack Tyranitar right back with a 200 base power fighting move, which will easily take him out. So the moves haven't really changed, not much at all. He did gain Hone Claws, which I think is pretty cool. You can use it in Ubers. You can use it in OU too, but it is very useful in Ubers. But using that Hone Claws accuracy boost along with his boost to his decent attack stat allows his Stone Edges and maybe his Rock Slides if you're picky about accuracy, but it allows those two moves to hit much more often. So anyways, moving on to the next one, Jolteon. Now, Jolteon has been OU for a while, especially in 4th gen. He was way up there in terms of being used, but one of the #1 reasons that he has moved up to OU is the fact that Thundurus was banned. Also, in the same case as Dugtrio, a poke was moved up to Ubers, allowing him to shine more. And in this case, it's Jolteon. Jolteon has very high special attack, very high speed, but also one other addition in 5th gen is the fact that Jolteon is now being able to be paired with a Drizzle Abuser, which is Politoed. So Politoed goes out, bringing Jolteon, maybe being able to fire off Specs, Thunders all day, having those Thunders being with Stab, just as Thundurus, very, very useful. He does have Volt Absorb, so he also works very well on rain teams, getting rid of that common electric weakness, being able to gain back his HP, maybe being able to make a new sub. But Jolteon is very useful now that Thundurus has been moved up to Ubers. But yeah, so those are those 5 pokes that have been moved up. I would like to thank you guys for watching, sticking with me for around 8 minutes. Like, comment, and subscribe on this video. It definitely helps me, and I thank you for it. Leave me a comment. I really would love to see some comments about what you guys think about the tier changes. Like, do you like the movements? Do you not like the movements? And maybe even some predictions for who's going to be used next. Who's going to be boosted up, into OU, or just moved from RU to UU, or from BL, and so on and so on, NU, all that. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about the tier changes. See you later.